in the mighty name of Jesus.
Good morning, my brothers, and good morning, my sisters. I want to read something to you from the book of Daniel, the 8th chapter. In the 3rd year of the reign of the king of Belshazzar, a vision appeared unto me, even unto me, Daniel. After that which appeared unto me at first, I saw in a vision. And it came to pass, when I saw that was the Shushan in the palace, which is in the province of Elam, and I saw in a vision, and I was by the river of Ulai. Then I lifted up mine eyes and saw, and behold, there stood before the river a ram which had 2 horns, and the 2 horns were high, but one was higher than the other, and the higher came up last. I saw a ram pushing westward and northward and southward, so that no beast might stand before him, neither was there any that could deliver out his hand. But he did according to his will, and he became great. And as I was considering, behold, he a goat came from the west on the face of the whole earth, and touched not the ground. And the goat had notable horn between his eyes. And he came to the ram that had 2 horns, which I had seen standing before him the river, and ran unto him in the fury of his power. And I saw him come close. Unto the ram, and he was moved with choler against him, and smote the ram, and brake his 2 horns, and there was no power in the ram to stand before him. But he cast him down to the ground, and stumbled upon him, and there came none that could deliver the ram out of his hand. Therefore he, the goat, waxed very great, and when he was thrown, the great horn was broken. For it came up four notable ones toward the 4 winds of heaven, and out of one of them came forth a little horn, which waxed exceedingly great toward the south, and toward the east, and toward the pleasant hand, and it was waxed even to the host of heaven. And it cast down some of the hosts and the stars to the ground, and stumbled upon them. Yeah, he magnified himself even to the prince of the host, and by him the daily sacrifice was taken away, and the place of his sanctuary was cast down. And a host was given him against the daily sacrifice by reason of transgression, and it cast down the truth to the ground, and it practiced and prospered. Then I heard one saint speaking to another saint, said unto that certain saint which spake, how long shall the vision concerning the daily sacrifice and the transgressions of desolation to give both the sanctuary and the host be trodden underfoot? And he said unto me, 2,300 days, then shall the sanctuary be cleansed. And it came to pass, when even I, Daniel, had seen the vision, and sought for the meaning, then behold, there stood before me an appearance of the man, and I heard a man's voice between the banks of Ulai, which called and said, Gabriel, make this man to understand the vision. So he came near where I stood, and when he came, I was afraid and fell upon my face. He said unto me, behold, understood, O son of man, for the time of the end shall be the vision. Now as he was speaking with me, I was in a deep sleep, on my face toward the ground. But he touched me and set me upright. And he said, behold, I will make thee know what shall be in the last days of the indignation For that time appointed unto the end shall be. The ram with the soft having two horns are the kings of Media and Persia, and the rough goat is the king of Garcia, and the great horn is between his eyes is the first king. Now that being broken, whereas four stood up for it, four kingdoms shall stand out of the nation, but not in his power. And in the latter time of their kingdom, when transgressors are come to the full, a king of fierce commence, and understanding dark sentences shall stand up, and his power shall be mighty, but not his own power. He shall destroy wonderfully, and shall prosper and practice and destroy the mighty and the holy people. And through his policy also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand, and he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many. He shall also stand up against the prince of princes. He shall be broken without hand. And the vision of the evening and the morning which was told is true. Wherefore shut thou up the vision, for it shall be for many days. And I, Daniel, fainted and was sick certain days. Afterward I rose up and did the king business, and I was astonished at the vision, but none understood it. Good morning, my brothers. This is Brother West of the ErnestLWest Ministries. I read unto you Daniel, the 8th chapter, his vision that God had showed him. The scripture says, the vision is for an appointed time. In the end it will speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait on it. And so many of you, God has promised you many things. And it appears and it feels as though it will not and has not come to pass. But just know it will. Because the vision is for an appointed time. And in the end it's going to speak and not lie. Though it tarry. Though it look like it's not going to happen. Though it look like it's not going to come to pass. In the end it will speak. Your answer will speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait on it. God has your promise. He hadn't forgot about you. He's mindful of you. Be patient with him. And most of all, be patient with yourself. Is that all right? Just know that God says that he will never leave you nor forsake you. Know this. Matter of fact, he says, I've given you a new name. At one time you was a desolate people, but I give you a new name. And the name that I give you is Hepzibah, in whom I delight. God has delight for you. When he think of you, he don't think of evil. Matter of fact, he said, he know the thoughts that he think towards you. And these are thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you an expected end. Shalom.
In the mighty name of Jesus.